Welcome to Just for the Art of It. I'm Mary.
And I'm Karen.
And we have a big show today. We have lots to talk about,
It's finally
Karen.
summer out.
I know, so many things. The first thing I wanted to show you is, because you know Karen and I are kind of banner crazy, I made a banner for my grandson who had his first birthday, and his colors were green and blue. So I found this awesome fabric at Joann's. And I just made Happy Birthday Aiden. I didn't put first birthday, even though it was his first birthday, because I thought, well, this is something we can use every year, whether they want to or not. We're going to use it at Grandma's house, you know? And I just wanted to show you this cute fabric. This is quilting fabric, I believe, the way they sell it at Joann's. It's all fabric that's coordinated. So you buy a pack of fabric. It has 5 different colors, but they're all coordinated. And, excuse me, I think it was $9, $9.95 or something, and I will be able to get at least 2 banners out of it.
Yeah.
So reasonable, and something you can use over and over. You
and
know?
I like the way they coordinate the colors. This looks so cute together. And your letters came out really cute, Mary, too. I like the way you outlined them in black.
You know, it really helps bring them out.
It
because
does.
against the fabric, it really didn't have enough, what's the word, contrast.
Yeah.
So
No, it
yeah.
definitely brings them out. They don't blend in with the fabric at all.
Yeah.
Very,
Well,
very
good,
cute. I
good.
like it very much.
So that brings us to our next project.
It is 4th of July coming up, huh? We're going to show you what this simple pack of napkins, probably $1.50 in the store. My sister picked them up for me for a dime last year at Osco on clearance. The many things that you can do with cocktail napkins. So let's begin.
Okay, we're going to make a little banner.
As
Different
usual,
banner.
like we just said, we are banner crazy. Here, I'm going to show you what this is going to, how easy this is actually to make out of our cocktail napkins. This twine is probably 12, 24, maybe about 36 inches. I cut a piece ahead of time, and we're going to take our napkins and we're going to fold them accordion style. Now, to make one of these little buntings, it's going to take 2 napkins. So you want to make sure that when you fold them accordion style, you're folding both sides the same width. This is probably about 1 inch that we're going to fold these.
Okay.
So let's do that.
And
Mary.
accordion style is just back and forth, back and forth.
Exactly.
For those of you that don't know.
Yes. And you want to fold it with your pattern on the front, because usually the cocktail napkins are white on the back side.
They have such cute cocktail napkins out there. Oh my gosh.
We're going to work
You
with
can go
cocktail
crazy.
napkins a couple of times this year, because there are a lot of things we can do with them. So this is what it's going to end up looking like. We're going to fold it in half. Instead of using tape for these, I'm going to use a stapler. It just seems quicker for me, and it's easier, and it does the job just as well. So after you fold it at accordion style, at the bottom, you're going to give it a staple. That'll hold it at the bottom. And then you're going to staple it in the middle a couple of times, where the napkins, the folds meet each other. Now, at this point, we
Put them together.
put them together, and we're going to staple them where they meet again. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me look at this 1 second. It's been a little while since the sample was made. Yeah. Yep. We're going to staple them together where they meet.
Karen, while you're doing that, I'm going to start
Yes.
my ladybug.
Okay.
Is that what I call it?
I think it's a lightning bug.
Lightning
Remember
bug,
those days of the
yeah.
lightning bugs and the fireflies?
That's right. Okay. I'm going to make a cute little decoration that a child could do. And I'm going to start with a Sprite bottle that I've washed out. And I'm just going to use pipe cleaners, and I'm going to make little legs. So I'm going to wrap it around the body.
And while you're putting your legs on, I wanted to show you how you add this on to the banner. You're going to separate them by a couple of inches, or however wide you want to make this, because you can make these 5 flags wide if you like. It depends upon your window. This really will end up fitting a small window just nice with the 3 flags.
And it will look so cute even from a distance, you know.
It will.
It's just adorable.
And I'm going to staple this on to the twine now.
I'm trying to make sure these legs are all the same length.
Yeah, we wouldn't want them full-legged or...
No. To walk crooked.
No. Now, as I was telling you, I was using 2 napkins for this. This only takes 1 napkin. I'm going to show you what we can do with this napkin. Again, for the 4th of July. All the way across. You remember the days of going outside at night and waiting for the lightning bugs?
Gosh, yeah. You know that terrible thing we used to catch them and take the when it was lit up and take the light out and make it into a ring.
And then do you remember, like years ago, they were extinct for a while. They weren't around as much.
I know.
Can you remember that?
I do. And now you don't see them that much either.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my little ladybug legs. Now I'm going to just take a piece of cardstock and cover the legs and make it look like the body. I'm going to use hot glue to put this on.
Any little kid's going to enjoy that, Mary.
And I mean, if I can make it, a kid can make it. Let's put it that way.
Or at least a kid's parent.
Right.
Okay. This is complete now. We've got 3 banners going across. And this adds to our, we're so nuts about banners, another completed banner. Can you see it?
Yeah, looks great.
Okay. Then you can make little knots on the end and hang them up. You can fold them and put them away for next year, but the nice thing about these cocktail napkins is they're so reasonable to buy that you can just dispose of it when you're done. Speaking of napkins, again, empty cans. We use these, I think, for our Super Bowl party.
We did.
Take advantage of your cocktail napkins. Wrap them around a can. You can put your plasticware in here. You can, as you can see, cut one of your little fans. Get my scissors. Now this is where you can make 2 of these. You can staple them back to back. I put a skewer in it, if you can see from the back. A sticker in the middle. You could put a button in the middle.
Oh, that'd be cute.
I filled up a can with some of these like aquarium beads. You can find them at the dollar store. Put them in, and you've got a little table centerpiece.
Yeah. Cute,
Okay.
cute.
Now, if you don't want to Mod Podge, which is what I did for this one, I Mod Podged the napkin on there, which means taking your Mod Podge, putting glue all around the can, put your napkin around it, and Mod Podge on the front of it. If you're going to use these year after year, definitely go ahead and do that. This one, I just took a piece of Scotch tape,
Yeah.
put it around, and then you can throw it out after your party. You don't need to keep them. So a quick way, less expensive, because Mod Podge could be up there in price a little
I
bit.
like the design that you did by putting the 2 napkins together.
That's true. Even
she
though my
made kind of
tape's
a
down there, but
different-
sure.
No, but it's cute.
It is cute.
Now I wanted to show. I'm back to my bug. I'm now gluing on 2 wings, so it's going to be able to fly. My lightning bug, and eventually it's going to light up. So stay tuned.
Okay, while Mary's working on her wings, I want to show you too what you can do with some Twizzlers. They're pretty patriotic, Twizzlers are, you know, with the red. Take some ribbon, patriotic ribbon. I got this at our Pass It On. I think just a little leftovers is all you need. You want to tie a ribbon around it and make a little knot or bow.
Now the next thing I'm going to do, I just have a little, what do you call this?
Pipe cleaner.
Pipe
But
cleaner.
it's glittery.
Glittery, yes. And I'm going to just wrap it around the neck, and I'm going to make the antennae, whatever.
I think you have one antenna, two antennae.
Well, you get the idea.
I get it.
All right.
They're cute.
We're just going to
And
wrap
give them a
it.
little twirly.
Yeah, give them a little
Very
whirl.
cute. See, your grandchildren will like this, Mir.
I know.
Okay, I have just put ribbon around some Twizzlers. What we can do also, you can put them in here for people to grab, or just make a little platter, and I put 5 in here. That would really give a sugar rush to a kid, but you can put it with 3, and they can take them and have a little snack.
Aw.
So very reasonable. Twizzlers you can buy on sale. The ribbon you can get really reasonable before the holiday also. So that is a 4th of July treat.
Okay. And I'm just putting my eyes on the lid of the can. I spray painted, can imagine that. I spray painted it black. And I know.
From his leg.
Oh. And then I'm putting the 2 eyes on. And then
Very cute.
the last thing I'm going to do is put a, what do you call this, Karen? I don't know why I'm...
With a light stick.
light stick. Yeah,
His eyes have to be with the wings. There we go.
there we go.
There we go.
Okay. So I'm
Now-
going to crack this
Yeah.
and put it in, and then it's going to light up.
I don't know if they'll be able to tell. You have to like crack it in quite a few spots.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not...
Yeah,
Oh, the kids love these things.
they do, and they're cute. And
Glow in the
on
dark.
the 4th of July, they'll be great to glow in the dark. That's about it.
Okay. Then you stick it in. The little cap on.
He is cute.
And you've got your little bug.
Very cute.
Little hair coming out of his eyes.
He could become a hairy bug.
So there you have it.
Very cute.
And then in the dark it'll glow.
It will. And they look really cute in the dark because we've experimented.
Yeah.
So any child would like that. I think we're going to stop and go on and tell all you snowbirds what we can do with our shells, or you vacationers who bring home a ton of shells from your trips.
We're back and we're going to be talking about shells. Karen and I both go to Florida every year, you know, and I know I've been going for about 8 years. You've probably been going longer than that. And it wasn't until last year that I really discovered shells. I wasn't into shells until last year, but now, because of the crafting and everything, I've really gotten into them. And we just want to show you some of the amazing things that you can do with shells you just pick up. I mean, they're free, you know?
They're free. They're the greatest souvenir. And it is a challenge to find the unusual shells.
It is.
I've yet to find the rare ones. But by just going to a dollar store or finding frames on sale, you can transform your frame into your favorite beach picture by just gluing your shells on. This, I had found a live starfish
Yeah.
once, and it was just in the sand in a puddle of water.
Wow.
And it was so exciting, and I knew I couldn't keep them, but I wanted the picture of it. So my starfish went in the frame, surrounded by really cute shells.
Aw.
Number 1.
Cute. Now here is just a plain flower, a vase of flowers and plant, I should say. And we've just taken really unique shells and put them around just to add interest to it, and it just changes the whole look of the
It really does. Now,
plant.
if you want them to stay forever, really use the E6000 glue. That holds the shells to the pots, to the ceramic or whatever. But again, if you want it just for a quick party or whatever, your hot glue will do the trick.
Oh yeah, and it may be temporary, but
yes.
yeah. Now the other thing, Karen, we want to mention that we are going to be giving away a couple of things that we've made. And again, we just want you to email us at justfortheartofit@gmail.com, and you know, we'll get back to you. The first 2 people that write in with a comment about the show will win a prize. We had 2 winners last time.
We did.
And I think they really were excited about it.
I think so too.
We'd love to hear from you.
Okay, mason jars are always big. I've always loved the blue, the tinted blue ones. And what a great way to show your stuff. It kind of gives it an ocean feel when the jar is blue. Take a little bit of twine. Twine, the coarseness of it and everything reminds me of driftwood. So it always goes good with shelling things. I glued a couple of the shells on the ends of the twine, wrapped it around it, filled it with sand. You can also bring sand back as a souvenir. I know, I think Fort Myers Beach has white sand.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that Hilo in Hawaii, I've never been there, has black sand because of
my
all the
gosh.
volcanoes.
Right.
So I have seen things done up where you can fill jars with sand in different levels of places that you've been to.
Aw,
so that's
like
kind
a
of cool
memory
too.
jar.
A memory jar,
Yeah.
exactly. So fill it with some sand, put in your shells. I put a picture of a sunset in the back, and it's another way of showing off your pictures.
Now here's another idea. This is a large shell, and this is just a rub-on that you can buy at Michael's. They're a couple of dollars. You just put it on, and with kind of a popsicle stick, you rub it, and then it comes off onto the shell. And to add interest, then you can put a pearl. So you can pretend like you found a pearl on the beach.
I like that. Very cute.
So, and this would take you 5 minutes, not even.
Not even, really.
So,
those rub-ons are really cute too.
oh, they're
You
adorable.
can rub them onto a switch plate in your house and just have a little rub-on just to add interest to your switch plates.
Aw.
So those are fun to use. Next, a candlestick. Plain old white candlestick. Surround it with your shells. Again, if you're going to use them permanently, E6000 glue. The way we usually display this is with our picture on top of our candlestick, and it's a nice memory of the beach.
And now here's another cute one where you take a picture and you just cut it out, put it in the shell, decoupage over it, and then use just some glitter to outline it. And this, excuse me, it kind of looks like sand or like crystals.
It does, you're
on
right.
the picture, and it's just so cute.
That's very cute.
But it could be a very nice memory
It
for
could.
a trip.
And another way of making a picture frame. Doodling. I doodled my way through high school. When I was bored, I would be doodling. Shells are the greatest thing to doodle on. You'll need to find some big ones for some big doodles if that's what you want to do. These are my dogs, or what's supposed to be an image of my dogs. But you can just doodle scenery, a palm tree, flowers. They don't have to be anything perfect. It is just fun to get out your markers, little birds. Get out your markers, always polyurethane when you're done, and have fun coloring in. Use permanent markers.
And I noticed you outlined a lot of it in black.
I do.
And it does
Always
really help.
outline in black. It may look really good before you outline, but once you outline it, as we can tell from your banner, it really pops it. So keep that in mind. And last, again with the big shells, you can collect your huge shells if you can find one, put some sand, a good amount of sand in it, stick a tea light in it. This is one of those battery operated tea lights. So once your sand is in, and just use it on display.
Oh, they have
for
it in
anything.
the bathroom.
In the bathroom. That's where I
Yeah.
keep this mirror. See, that's why we work good together.
That's right.
Okay.
Now, what would July be without Christmas in July?
Absolutely.
And they
it's
do
that time.
have Christmas in Florida as well.
They do, even though it might not have the same atmosphere.
Right. So let's do some Christmas in July stuff.
Okay. Mary is going to work on this little shelled tree. The shell is the stand. Now, you can find so many shells out there that have little holes in it already. I'm wearing one. You would have spray painted this, and so did I, Mary. I spray painted a shell. It had a hole in it already. Just put a chain through it, and you've got a cute little necklace. These have a hole in it also. So Mary's going to create this tree.
Or something similar.
Or something similar. A little bit different, so we have a couple different ones. And show you, and use the shell as a stand, basically.
Wow. Now
while she's doing that, I want to show you one more thing. Again, with the aquarium stones, you can fill a little vase. We painted rocks last show, if you remember. It's a good place to display your rocks and your shells. Just fill your vase in, and I'm going to add some of the aquarium shells to the side of the vase, and that'll add a little bit more interest also. How you doing there, Mir?
You know, my tree does not want to stand up. No, it's getting there. The hot glue, it works great, but you need a lot of hot glue for this to hold it up because it's a little top heavy.
Yeah.
And
do you want me to add some more in there while you?
Yeah, maybe
put some over here too.
From the top. I was just doing it from the bottom, so maybe that'll help. Okay, I'm gonna give it a minute to dry.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention too, you can always add those little umbrellas to your twine. That gives
you have to get a tropical drink though to get that.
Oh boy, sounds good. A pina colada on the beach.
All right.
A little bit more do you need?
Maybe.
Let's see, give it another shot. You can always put a little blanket underneath it to cover the glue if you have to. Now, if you don't have a shell to make those little trees with, corks. A lot of people collect corks, wine bottle corks. So if you don't have shells to make these little trees, you can just stick your little branch into a cork, and that's a good bottom. Now that little branch is just cut off of a piece of garland. So any garland that you have at home that has wire on it, that's where this little tree came from. Just a little branch of it. This has like 2 pieces of green on it. It doesn't take much. And here's our little fish bowl filled with seashells.
So I'm just using little dingleberries.
Cute.
To decorate my tree, the little balls. And he's finally standing up on its own. That's a good thing.
Now I wanted to show you some chimes you can also make. This, if I had driftwood here at home, I would have used, instead of a branch across the top, a piece of driftwood. However, a branch does the trick over here. I knotted some fish line across the top of it so that it would become a hanger. Cut some twine, and all those shells that you find with holes in them, instead of drilling them, and they can be drilled also using a Dremel tool, but it's a whole lot easier. A Dremel tool? Don't ask me what it is. I just asked my husband.
Oh, gosh.
I think it's like a.
I never heard of that.
It almost looks like
a drill bit. No.
It looks like a fat screwdriver.
Okay.
And you can. I don't know, Mir.
Okay.
A Dremel tool.
All right.
Okay. So we're going to feed our twine through the holes of the shell, and we're going to knot them, and that becomes our little wind chime. Leave some space in between. Again, tie it through the twine. And give it a good knot. And one more.
hot glue is so
Hot.
hot.
Which is why that's
Stringy.
what they named it.
Mm-hmm. Stringy.
I know, I wonder when they're ever going to invent something that's not so hot. Maybe we should invent that.
It'll be called cold glue.
Yes. Feed your last shell through. Give it a knot. And I believe when I put this together, I did different amount of shells on each one. Don't make them all the same. It's fun to have something interesting. They don't have to be all the same. Tie it around the branch or your driftwood if you're lucky enough to have a piece of driftwood. And after you tie it, even add some hot glue to hold it down. The hot glue will last. E6000 is really good, but it takes so long to dry.
Here's my little tree.
Aw, very cute.
So, Christmas in July. You know, my mother used to wear a fragrance, a cologne called
Oh, did she?
Christmas in July.
Did
I don't know if they
Avon
still
make
make it. I don't think so. I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah. Did that just come to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm going to cut off the excess. And here we have some wind chimes made out of shells. Get rid of that hot glue stuff. And that's it. Makes a pretty noise.
Yeah, it's really
Brings
cute.
the sea back. Okay, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about gardening.
We're back with our garden segment, and we wanted to show you just some really interesting, inexpensive ways to mark your garden. This is a regular landscaping brick that we've just written the word roses with permanent marker we've used to make the words. You can use acrylic paints, which really might work better. And again, you can see we've outlined it in black to just make it stand out a little bit. And you always want a polyurethane over something like this for the garden. And that's it.
Yeah, and it'll last really for summers. It goes through rain nicely, a long time.
So what a cute way to add interest to your garden.
It is.
You know?
For all the wine lovers, if you're saving your corks, a cork is another way to mark your basil. This one's basil. Outline your letters in black again, write basil across. I put a skewer through it. You could put probably I would say a branch through it. You can even use you can buy the silverware skewers, metal skewers, and put that through it and put them in the ground. That'll hold up nicely too. Good through rain, again, polyurethane.
And here's another idea for using a shell. Again, we used just the wooden skewer and put in peonies and outlined it in black, and again put the shellac over it, the polyurethane.
Clothespins are so reasonable and a cute way to mark your plants. This was out in one of our monsoons this year.
Boy.
I made sure that it worked. I used just black permanent marker. I put some red coloring in it and doodled on it a little bit, some swirlies or a heart. Use a branch from the yard, just clip it on. You might even, well, I don't think you have to go through the trouble of using the E6000 glue. This is probably just for one season, but it'll do the trick.
Oh boy. Now here's another cute idea of just using a wooden spoon. And again, permanent marker, polyurethane, and a cute idea for marking your tomatoes.
And you can buy those spoons probably for $1 at the thrift store. You can get them really reasonable.
Right.
My parents had silver. I don't know what to do with them because you have to polish it.
Yeah.
So I took one of the spoons and I decided to put sedum on it and doodle some flowers around it. I used markers again. I put this out in the same monsoon that I put out this one. This did not make it. It faded quite a bit. You could still see it, but it faded. But I wanted to say for any of you that maybe are hosting a garden walk or something and you need them for a day, it'll work for a day, and how cute are they?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very cute.
So I'm almost thinking you could probably use the knives and make the name of it going down the knife too.
Yep.
And really, really cute. Now, along with this, a cute edging for your garden could be some plates. If you have saucers, or you have a thing for buying saucers at the thrift store, which I love plates and saucers and everything, you can buy a bunch of little saucers and take a corner of your garden and just put the saucers out in front of it. Instead of maybe lining it with bricks out in front of your little garden area, dig a little area, stick your saucers in the ground, and have like an eclectic look from saucers.
Oh, that is so cute. And Pass It On has all those different
and
ones.
Fun to buy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Awesome. Now the last, is this the last one? No.
Yeah.
Oh, almost.
Yeah.
Okay, we have one. Now this is just made out of china that has been broken up. And what you do is just sand it down so that it's not sharp, and write on whatever word you want. And again, highlight it with black marker and put the polyurethane on. So cute. It just adds interest and some color, and
Real
makes your
cute.
garden pretty, and put it on a stick.
Yeah, especially if you have plates that are hard to part with. You can have a second use for them that way.
Right.
Now, I just wanted to talk about your garden flowers a little bit. Don't hesitate to go outside and cut your garden flowers on an angle, have your vase with you with water in it already, and put your garden flowers in there. They are so pretty. We have to take advantage of what we have in our yard.
Right.
It's cost effective that way. Anyway, talking about what's in our yard, Mary, want to talk about helicopters?
Helicopters, they are like going to be the death of me. So Karen came up with a cute idea so that I don't hate them so much.
Helicopters, whirlybirds,
Yeah.
pain in the butts.
Oh, terrible.
I know, it's weird, guys, but you can take 4 of them, glue them to this I put on a twig, and then I put a skewer with some floral tape around it, and it becomes a dragonfly. I colored it in with permanent marker to give it some color, glittered the edges. When you bring in your garden flowers, use this as a garden pick. Put it in, you'll have a dragonfly going away. It's free. It'll kind of make you smile at those whirly birds, I guess. I don't know, because we're always sweeping them. And make something out of them. Okay, we talked about clothespins.
Now,
we are going to give you some different reasons to use clothespins. Dollar store, you can probably get how many in a pack in a dollar store?
50 maybe.
50. I mean, you can use them for chip clips. You can put a magnet on the back and put it on your fridge and clip something on your fridge. What else?
There's a frame. You can buy just a frame and put chicken wire behind it, and then use the clips to put photos on, which is just a really inexpensive but cute way to display your pictures.
It is. Really, there's more and more. Like I said, you can use it as a plant marker also. So we're going to show you really quick how to put one of these together. It takes no time at all.
I'm using some adhesive glittered felt, not felt, what would it be?
Well,
spongy. It's like spongy paper.
Yes.
And I'm just cut it in the size of the clothespin. And now I'm just going to adhere it to it. I have 2 strips. And how easy is this?
It is very easy, especially when they're pre-cut. But one of the biggest tips of the day that I discovered when making this one is use the greeting cards that you can't get rid of. They're like the original cardstock. This was from a greeting card that I thought was so cute that somebody gave me. I couldn't throw out the card because the patterns were so pretty, so I cut it to fit my clothespin.
Aw,
Now,
that's a great idea.
Mary, do you want to show them what to do with the sides?
Yeah, now on the sides, I'm just going to color it in. This side has been colored, but just color it in with a felt tip so that it matches the color.
And I took one of our aquarium beads again, put a tiny shell on it, and I'm going to glue that to the tip of my clothespin. And keeping in with our beach theme, it's, whoops, a beachy clothespin that you can use. Mary, yours is keeping in with our Christmas in July, huh?
Yeah. I would just put it on the one side, right?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, another thing you could use them for, like for gift bags, you could clip a gift bag
Oh,
closed.
how cute.
And
Yeah.
then they'll have an extra gift with it.
Right. That's great. I don't have time to finish all the coloring in, but it doesn't take long. But there we go. Now 3 different ideas and what it took us 2 minutes.
This would be a good giveaway.
Yes.
Maybe we'll give away our clothespins
All
today.
right. Sounds
Okay,
good.
this will be one of the giveaways, and another one will be given also.
Now, the one thing we wanted to mention again is that you can see the show if you go to Channel 4 at the Palos Heights City website. Go to Channel 4, click on the uploaded YouTube videos. You can see the show in its entirety. The other thing we wanted to mention is that to write to us if you have any comments at www.justfortheartofit.com. No, at Gmail. I'm sorry, gmail.com. I'm sorry. And we'd love to hear from you.
It's always fun for us to get an email from you guys, really. It makes our day.
It does.
It does. Okay, our last thing real quick, it
Two
is
things.
Christmas in July. Oh yeah. Start thinking about your favors for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. The tea lights again that I showed you for putting it in the shell with the sand. You can make a snowman out of him really easy. You're going to just cut out a black hat, add some holly from felt, and give him a strip across the top just to add character to his hat. Those dingle balls, there are more uses for those things, as you could see. They're good earmuffs, a piece of felt for his scarf, just glue it on. Then we cut out 2 circles from cardstock, but
You can use the heavier felt.
yes,
It has some weight to it, so it's really nice to work with.
and nice texture. You know, it does give it a snow look. But this one was done with just cardstock. I cut 2 pieces out, put them together, drew a branch arm, some buttons, then we'd glue them all together, and can we get that?
Yeah.
He becomes just a snowman laying, and they have a tea light to take home with them. So,
And Kara, you know me, I always think it would be so cute to just put the name on the bottom
Yeah,
and have it as
personalize it.
their place holder.
exactly, you're right.
That'd be cute.
Yes. So lots you can do with this. Start now. If you make 1 a day or 1 a week, you'll have enough for your company for Christmas.
The
Does that
the
bring
last
us
thing is our little
tips?
party favor. If you have someone that you know that's having a baby, a great gift is chocolate. So for your party favor, if you know that they're having a girl, you can take a Hershey bar and just highlight the SHE.
And if it's a boy, you can do the HE. And they're good for a baby shower. If they don't
Perfect.
know the sex, you can put this by each place setting.
Mm-hmm.
And
Or people grab the one that they think it is when they walk in, and then you find out how many think it's a boy and how many think it's a girl, and
and
make a
play
little
game with it.
contest out of it.
Excellent idea.
So,
really reasonable. You can get Hershey bars on sale. It's just permanent marker again.
and they have the miniature ones too. Could you do it on those?
Do they say Hershey's? I don't know. Do they say Hershey's
I
on
don't
top?
know.
I don't know.
Have to
That's
look.
something to look into.
Yeah,
But
that'd be cute too.
reasonable and a really cute shower favor or gift handout
Mm-hmm.
instead of cigars.
Right. That's
Yeah.
true. It's a boy.
Okay.
Well, thank you, and we will see you again for the next segment of Just for the Art of It.
See you soon.